Hey yo, what's up, people? Today is August 17th, August 18th actually of Wednesday, and I came in passing a few of my thoughts of what happened on Monday Night Raw and after Summerslam, how's it been affecting Monday Night Raw, and to talk about how it started off. The Nexus walked down the ring after their losses. They talked about their loss recently, and John Cena actually felt great about beating the Nexus. They're all 8 rookies and excuse me, 7 rookies actually, excuse me, and apparently it turned out John Cena made jokes and felt very confident about the win. He's going to feel confident about confronting the Nexus, stating that they used to be immortal, just like this like powerful supervillain you can't beat, like Mr. Bison or Bowser or what else? I would say Lex Luthor, or Hot Streak or whoever, but when you find a way to beat them, they turn out to be mortal, and they're human, and that's what John Cena stated. He made jokes about David Otunga, making a wisecrack about, him just because he's dating a celebrity, Jennifer Hudson, one of the only pro wrestlers. Made fun of Darren Young, saying his mom had an affair but weak, that's why they look so alike. And the whole the whole 9 yards. So Heath Slater being a comparison to Wendy. So that's how the night started off, making some jokes and teases. And Wade Barrett confronted about, they lost and stuff, and they still continue to stand out and really prove a lot of what's been happening for the Nexus so far. But it turned out anonymous general manager assigned them to a match that they're gonna face. A rookie's gonna face a pro, which Wade Barrett faced Jericho. Heath Slater faced Edge. Jesse Gabriel's going to face Bret Hart. Jesse Gabriel stepped up, challenged Bret Hart to a match. It turned out it didn't work out. Just did Bret Hart, not us, but GM, say he didn't like Bret Hart. So he decided he wasn't going to face Bret Hart. He was going to face Randy Orton. And Heath Slater and Justin Gabriel get similar victories. Michael Tarver, who faced Daniel Bryan. Sheffield and Otunga, who faced John Morrison, R-Truth. All those 4 people announced that they faced in the match, all won. 2 of them were by countout, 2 of them by pin. Tarver pinned Daniel Bryan, interference from Riley and Miz. Otunga and Sheffield won. They won fair and square, and they just nailed them out. Those are my 2 favorite NXT rookies. They're going to be probably the last ones remaining if they next week continue to descend more members and as the Nexus begins falling apart. As they fall apart, I don't know what they're going to do with Season 2. They're going to try and make room for Season 2 so they can cram in. I don't want to know what's going to be next for Season 2. I don't know if they're going to get bored by the storyline very quickly or they're going to get tired out because they're going to do the same whole loop again. And it's going to get bored because they're going to expect it. So we don't know what they're going to do with Season 2. But anyway, all 4 of them won. Sheffield and Gabriel won by countout. Gabriel won because Randy Orton interfered with Sheamus. Same thing as Michael Tarver won except for pin. Heath Slater won because Edge missed the boot and Slater survived. But Randy Orton RKO's Justin Gabriel after upsetting win, and Edge speared Heath Slater. And that's what happened. Quite frankly, I like the countout upsets with the main eventers. They know it's going to be an upset apparently. I know there's going to be a way for a countout. I kind of like how the victories were going. I didn't want them to successfully beat them down, like Gabriel nailing the 450 or Heath Slater nailing the jumping Russian leg sweep or whatever. And apparently with Michael Tarver getting upset when Daniel Bryan and Michael Tarver, Daniel Bryan and The Miz and Alex Riley getting a heated feud. I want to see if after NXT is over, if Alex Riley continues his ally with The Miz, then I really want to see Daniel Bryan and Alex Riley go at it. Because with The Miz for Season 1, Daniel Bryan did not appreciate what The Miz did. That's what The Miz stated in the interview, and that's why he beat him down. He was angry. He felt humiliated becoming the replacement for Team WWE. But I didn't like how Daniel Bryan joined Team WWE. I was kind of upset because I wanted him to continue his alliance with NXT. I don't know why Great Khali got beat up. He ended up getting beat up by Nexus, and Daniel Bryan ends up joining the Team WWE. I was a little surprised. It's like probably one of the only like popular faces so far, apparently. And on top of that, with the Miz and Alex Riley, they're gonna continue the hot feud. So I think it's great Danny Bryan gets his official contract with Team WWE. I don't think I want him going anywhere anytime soon. He's a great competitor all over the world. But Randy Orton and Sheamus really butting heads and going at it. I think it was interesting because Sheamus won by disqualification. Randy Orton's so frustrated that he lost to Justin Gabriel and then won by disqualification. So he didn't win the title. So now at Champions, I want to see their rematch with a no disqualification match. So Sheamus can get an upper hand of his tactic and Randy Orton upper hand of his own. So I think that's what I wanted to see a little bit. Hopefully it happens anytime soon. So moving on, our Dynasty were in the ring after being presented by guest host Justin Long and two other alliances. I forgot the other group, but one of them stated that they were a fan of Miami Heat, that they're going to be champions, and the Lakers were world champions. That's what the arena were there, but unfortunately get booed because they said Miami Heat, that they teased the boo, so they would say ooh and all that other stuff. So anyway, the new WWE Tag Team Champions, they got rid of the Unified Tag Team Champions just so they could get the WWE Tag Team Champions. The WWE Tag Team Champions don't look too great. I don't know why they blended into one. I didn't think that was a very bright idea, because I want to see like the WWE on SmackDown Tag Team Champions and then the World Tag Team Champions. So that's what I kind of want to see. Then I want to see like more tag teams getting built. The tag team division is getting a little weak now, and I think they really died out ever since the Colons split it up. I wanted the Colons to reunite and rebuild the tag team championship, but that's not really what's been happening so far, quite frankly. And Sheffield and Otunga could be a great tag team, but I really want to see more of that, or more of what's going on with the WWE tag team. But I want to see more action, especially we have some good tag teams so far, but I want to see a lot more and more lively, the tag team division. Last night, with Melina getting the victory from Alicia Fox, Lay Cool comes in and interferes and gets involved with the Melina celebration. Melina gets angry because they were teasing her pics and they were going to take a picture with her. It turned out Melina gets brutally assaulted by Lay Cool, and apparently she eventually gets beat up by them, and then it turned out there could be a cross feud going on. But Melina and Eve Torres and Gail Kim lost in the 6 tag team matchup after Jillian nailed the arm drag off the turnbuckle for the victory. So I want to know what they're going to build with Jillian, because she's been a jobber or just been a great wrestler but bad singer. So I want to see her bring a farther push. So hopefully I can see more of that eventually. After that, there's a main event going on. Darren Young against John Cena. Darren Young got a huge upper hand in the beginning of the match, and then John Cena turns the match around. I kind of wanted Darren Young to win because he did he was injured by John Cena, and then they haven't been doing much with Darren Young. I mean, I don't know why they threw out Darren Young. I mean, he did look idiotic or a little bit weird, and he hasn't been doing much besides helping out with the assaults and attacks, but I haven't seen much of any of his useful weapons. So Justin Gabriel may be the last one out because he's been having that 450 weapon, but I don't know if they're going to continue to send more members of the Nexus after Darren Young gets thrown out. But I think Michael Tarver may get thrown out because his in-ring compatibility is kind of horrible, and I think he looked a little weird with his boxing stuff and attacks, but I haven't seen very much of a huge impact from that guy. I mean, he is good, but I want to see him improve his in-ring skills and stuff. So a lot of Nexus is starting to really break down. They're probably going to make room for some Season 2 rookies. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I know the Nexus is supposed to last till Survivor Series. That's the rumors I've been hearing and stuff, but I want to see if that's how far it goes. But so far with SummerSlam goes on, I don't know if with Tiffany getting suspended, I want to see some cross-brand feuds with Lay Cool, because they've been making a few trips to Raw before WrestleMania. I remember I used to see it all the time, and I want to know what's going to be next for them getting a few trips to Raw, but I think it'll be interesting. And SmackDown, So we'll see how SmackDown rebuilds. They probably need to draft more superstars, SmackDown recruit more. But Beth Phoenix hopefully returns though. So it's for no colleagues. Hopefully we'll see how the Nexus goes, see how far they go on there, what's going to go on next week. But who do you think may be dismissed? I don't know. But it's for no colleagues, man. Hopefully you enjoy yourself, man. Peace.